Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's game one of the National League Championship Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Trevor Bauer gets the ball for game one of the League Championship Series here at home. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins. Former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball. And he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
G-Man Bay is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0.
First pitch, 7:05.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. Two balls and a strike. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Strike two called, and it's full 3-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Bauer into his motion with the payoff pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 3-2 one more time. Hit down the line at first. And there's one away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Key Brian Hayes comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another try at 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Now another 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Ben Gamble is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Just underway here in Southern California. And he fouls this one off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Mitch Keller will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. And that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Chris Taylor. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And this throw gets away from him. The tag comes down, and they're going to get him at third. Aggressive base running there following some shoddy defensive play, but it doesn't work out for him. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm going to have to keep a close eye on Trey Turner. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the 1-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
The pitch.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
He loses him on ball 4.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Max.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. First pitch on the way. And that's up and in for ball 1, using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now the 1-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Betts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And here comes Cody Bellinger. Has a look, now the pitch. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds.
The left fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And he struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate now, O'Neill Cruz. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6.
And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Next to hit is Adam Walker. Now here's the first offering. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
And now the first pitch. Hoyt Park is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up Will Smith.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 2-0 home.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that.
Batting
He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Digging in will be Edwin Rios as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Rios bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Edwin Rios goes down for the 2nd out in the bottom half.
A.J. Pollock.
So now to the plate, A.J. Pollock, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Set to deliver the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Lonnie White. Now here it comes. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Smith corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out. Digging in will be Ji-Man Choi. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Those are just two great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches. Sliders down the way, both of them. Just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to fish.
Third inning, no score to this point. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to the Pirates catcher. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Ji-Man Bae, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
2 out, nobody on. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing. announcing it. I'm always gon' get it, I'm always gon' get it. Even if you sit back denouncing it.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Leading off
And
for
digging
the
in is
Dodgers,
the rookie designated hitter, James Outman. First delivery to him. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here now is Trey Turner as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He went down swinging to start the home first. The 1-0 home.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now here is Chris Taylor looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. And now the first pitch as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Lays off 2-2 now. Heading out towards shallow right. Cruz has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number one.
The bat, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's set and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Fastball well outside.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 2-1 now to Mookie.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball in a count like that is just unforgivable.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
Muncy.
Next up is Max Muncy. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So stepping in is Ke'Bryan Hayes. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamble. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Might have swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And another foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The next 3-2. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brian Reynolds. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucs.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Fouled off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Bellinger is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, right fielder, O'Neill.
Now it'll be O'Neill Cruz. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. One 1-0 count. Here it is. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Full count now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in the outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
The windup and the 0-1. Pops this one up. White has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
Now at the plate is Will Smith. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And there's ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Popped him up. Gamble has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
That's exactly
Third
what
baseman.
they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Edwin Rios. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Taken. Called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Now just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off the pitch, the designated hitter.
New inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Adam Walker. Now the first pitch. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he falls behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Into the box now, Hoyt Park, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball's fouled off to the left, and he falls behind now 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Next to stand in is Lonnie White, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. First pitch of the AB now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the
Leading
fifth.
up
And
for
up
the
next, the
Dodgers,
center fielder, A.J.
The
Pollock.
left fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bay is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jay Outman.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, James Outman, singled in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Here's a fastball that crowds in the bin, and it's 1-1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Turner.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Trey Turner. It was a walk in his last trip. Now here's the first offering. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bay is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now to bat, Ji-Man Choi. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Ji-Man Choi.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
The center fielder, number 3, Ji-Man Bay.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Ji-Man Bay, he bounced out last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, 1-1. Good break on the knuckle curve, but he missed with it. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger's on his horse. In there for extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple. So there goes the no-hit bid as they finally get their first knock of the game.
Better late than never, huh? It was a memorable first hit, too. I thought maybe he was going to be content to stop at second, but no way. He barrels into third with a triple. Maybe that wakes up the dugout, too.
Brian Hayes digging in now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One and one.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
In now, Ben Gamble, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. A ball and no strikes. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. In there, 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
A 1-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And Pollock will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. Still no score. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Chris Taylor.
The shortstop, Chris.
First pitch on the way. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Line drive to left. Reynolds is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now here's the Pirates manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Adrian Morejon, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Adrian Morejon.
Into the box, Max Muncy. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. A high fastball is in there. 2 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. Another 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Dodgers down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here is Ryan Reynolds. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Here's the first pitch. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Hard hit towards center. Bellinger is right there, 1 down.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
To the plate now, O'Neill Cruz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The 0-2 delivery. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.